Imagine a future where Earth's last war uncovers an ancient alien machine, one that turns humans into unstoppable mutants. In the chaos of 2800, four greedy megacorporations battle for power, but what they unleash is far more deadly than they ever imagined. Soldiers become monsters, cities fall, and humanity teeters on extinction. But buried deep within prophecy lies one final hope. This isn't just war, it's the beginning of the apocalypse. Buckle up, because this is how a war in 2800 opened the gates to a mutant nightmare. About 10,000 years ago, as the Ice Age came to an end, something unimaginable happened. A strange machine from space crash landed on Earth. This alien device began transforming humans into terrifying mutants. But hope arrived in the form of a brave soldier named Nicodon, who rallied the scattered tribes, united them, and managed to seal the alien machine deep underground. His legacy lived on, as his descendants built a nation in Eastern Europe and documented the dark secret of the machine in a sacred book known as the Sacred Chronicle. Fast forward to the year 2707, humanity has forgotten all about the machine. Earth's natural resources have been drained, and now four massive corporations rule the world, constantly battling each other for control. In Europe, two of these mega companies, Bauhaus and Reichstag, are locked in a brutal conflict. Their battlefield? The very place where the ancient machine lies buried. During one of these intense skirmishes, Bauhaus commander Steiner orders an aggressive assault with heavy gunfire, while Reichstag's commander Nitzan rallies his tired, demoralized troops, urging them not to back down despite their heavy losses. Meanwhile, the Mitsuzong Company is busy recording the names of fallen soldiers. As the violence escalates, a Bauhaus tank charges into the fray, and Reichstag responds with a massive cannon strike. The explosion is catastrophic. Not only does it destroy the warehouse, but it also tears open the earth, exposing the long-buried machine. No one notices the damaged warehouse or the machine at first. Bauhaus escalates things by releasing poisonous gas, which kills many Reichstag soldiers. Then, Bauhaus troops storm the enemy warehouse, mercilessly executing any survivors. Nitzan narrowly escapes death by shooting one of the attackers at the last second, prompting his men to launch a fierce counterattack. Suddenly, a massive explosion shakes the battlefield. The cave roof begins to collapse, and from the darkness, a strange, monstrous creature emerges. It attacks the nearest soldier. Moments later, more horrifying mutants crawl out and descend upon the Reichstag forces. The scene turns into a massacre. When Bauhaus troops enter the area, they're stunned by the carnage. But before they can react, the mutants launch an attack on them as well. Meanwhile, Nitzan and another soldier, Nietzsche, cautiously make their way through the chaos. Unaware of the mutant threat, they mistakenly believe Bauhaus is behind the slaughter. Eventually, Nitzan runs into Steiner, and both men start accusing each other of causing the chaos. Tensions flare, and they clash with swords. As they fight, both their squads find themselves completely surrounded. But when the mutants descend upon the soldiers, killing indiscriminately, Nitzan and Steiner quickly realize what they're dealing with and agree to a temporary alliance. Together, they fight off the creatures. During the battle, Jason is badly injured. Fortunately, an evacuation plane soon arrives. Nitzan bravely distracts the mutants so the others can escape. Nietzsche carries Jason to the plane, but he can't stop looking back at Nitzan, who is now overwhelmed by monsters. News of the mutant outbreak quickly reaches the Nietzsche monastery. There, the wise leader Samuel and a nun named Severian consult the Sacred Chronicle. The ancient text reveals that the machine has the power to mutate injured humans into monstrous warriors. No modern army can defeat them. They're simply too strong. But the Chronicle also hints at hope. A chosen one may have the power to destroy the machine. Samuel urgently calls for a meeting with the four corporate leaders. Cities are falling, overrun by mutants, and one proposal is to evacuate humanity to Mars. But Samuel argues against it. There aren't enough ships, and the mutants could follow them. He suggests a bold alternative: send a small team to find and destroy the machine. Unfortunately, the leaders can't agree on a plan. As the mutants continue ravaging the cities, evacuations begin. But there's not enough room for everyone, and only those with tickets can board. Some soldiers even demand bribes for escape passes. Monsters begin targeting evacuation boats. Chaos reigns. One corporate leader privately tells Samuel he's too sick to go to Mars. Still, he wants to help. He gives Samuel his evacuation tickets and ship, hoping it'll help save others. As Samuel searches for volunteers for this dangerous mission, he meets Mickey, a soldier drowning his sorrows at a bar. Mickey had tried to comfort Nathan's family earlier after finding out they weren't evacuated. Now drunk, he drops his teammate's name tag into a glass of whiskey. Samuel finds Mickey and asks him to join the mission. Mickey refuses at first, but when he's offered a ticket, he changes his mind. The next day, Mickey finds Nathan's wife about to poison herself and their daughter to avoid becoming mutants. He arrives just in time and hands them the ticket. Soon after, Samuel gathers a small squad of brave soldiers for the mission. Their goal: to reach the machine through an underground tunnel and destroy it with a special bomb. But no one knows if the plan will even work. Samuel hopes the chosen one is among them. Stana takes the team to a cell holding live mutants to demonstrate how to kill them. Zephyrian gives a hands-on lesson, and Stana makes sure everyone knows where to aim. Mickey notices that one dying mutant seems to momentarily look human again. Fully equipped with weapons, the team prepares for departure. Before taking off, they're each given a holy sword. During the flight, they share emotional stories about giving up their tickets for loved ones. Suddenly, they spot a private ship approaching. They try to contact it, but there's no reply. It turns out the ship is controlled by mutants, and it fires on them. Their aircraft is hit and catches fire. They rush to the escape pod, but it's stuck. The injured pilot uses his last breath to manually release it. The parachute rips from the weight, and the pod plummets. Just before impact, they deploy the backup chute. They crash into a field. The captain is fatally wounded, and Mickey gives him a grenade. As the others walk away, the captain detonates it, ensuring the mutants don't follow. In the city, things are falling apart. Mickey sees two soldiers charging civilians huge sums for escape. Furious, he confronts them and ends up killing one. The other soldier, terrified, allows the people to board for free. Back with the team, Stana scolds Mickey for risking the mission. They continue following the map from the Chronicle. That night, they arrive at an old church. A secret tunnel beneath it is said to lead to the machine. Using ropes, they descend through the roof into the church, now repurposed by the mutants for their rituals. They pass through underground catacombs and finally reach the lost upper city. An elevator awaits to take them down 60 stories. They set up a defense post and rappel downward. But when they reach the bottom, there's no entrance in sight. As Samuel checks the book, he slips and falls. Mickey tries to catch him, but the chain snaps. Samuel lands safely, but mutants swarm in. Mickey jumps down to help and slams the elevator door shut. Hearing the commotion, Stana throws a grenade. Samuel grabs it midair and hurls it away to protect the team. More mutants arrive. The group is forced to retreat into another room but gets cornered. Above, Jinwoo fires non-stop at the creatures, but when he runs out of ammo, he cuts the elevator rope. It plummets, killing many mutants. Jinwoo grabs a mutant mid-fall and kills it during the plunge. Back on the ground, the team prepares for another fight. Jin sets off a grenade, ending the battle. Samuel checks the book again, frustrating Mickey, who doesn't understand why it's so important. Samuel tells him to have faith. He pours water on the ground. It reveals a hidden passage. They sneak into another chamber, walking cautiously. They spot the mutants dragging injured people into the machine. Mickey sees Nathan among them. Though warned not to act, He breaks away and saves Nathan. Stana lets him go. Nathan asks about his family. Mickey reassures him. They're safe on Mars. Nathan begs Mickey to abandon the mission. Realizing Nathan's despair, Mickey ends his suffering. Meanwhile, the rest of the team reaches a narrow bridge. They must cross quietly to avoid waking the mutants below. A falling rock causes Stana to slip. She barely hangs on but tosses the bomb to her teammates before falling into the mutant horde. She takes her own life. Samuel urges the team to move on, but they refuse. They jump into the fray to save her. Despite their efforts, most are badly injured. Samuel is killed and one of the bombs is damaged. The surviving team members are captured and dragged to the machine. Mickey arrives later and finds Jason's name tag. Just then, a mutant attacks him. He quickly kills it, thanks to Samuel's earlier lessons. Stana had survived by hiding and fills Mickey in. Mickey gathers the scattered pages of the Chronicle and asks her to read it, but she admits she can't. She just believed in him. Determined, Mickey continues with her. They reach the mutant nest and detonate a bomb. As their teammates are about to be converted, Mickey rescues them. He finds a strange device in the center with a man on it. It's the machine turning people into mutants. Seth and Wally tie ropes to themselves and descend. The mutants begin breaking in. Stana tells Mickey to handle the ropes alone and then sacrifices herself with a grenade to buy them time. Mickey is dragged into the pit but lands safely on the machine. It tries to insert chips into him, but he fights back and destroys the mechanical arm. His face begins to mutate, but he holds on. He reaches the heart of the machine with Seth and Wally. As Mickey prepares the bomb, mutated Samuel appears. Seth hesitates to attack his former mentor and is fatally stabbed. Wally kills another mutant, but is cut in half by the spinning machine. Mickey takes over, urging Seth to fight back. He ends up brawling with Samuel, and during the struggle, lands on the Chronicle and a holy sword. That's when it clicks. The sword is the key. He stabs Samuel and drives the sword into the machine. Suddenly, a hatch opens, and the machine begins to collapse. Samuel regains clarity for a brief moment and tells Mickey to jump. Mickey hesitates, then leaps into the underground river below. In the final scene, Mickey escapes Earth aboard a spaceship, leaving the mutant-infested planet behind.